that's the end of that.
So many residents here too. It's such an exciting thing.
Yeah, so many people participating.
Well, that's just it. He follows the rules.
You're trying to make the environment so unfriendly, no one wants to come. And it's
That's
been
your
pretty
opinion.
successful.
That's your opinion.
Well, I think,
I seem to have no problem with anyone else, but
well, there's no one here, so you know that's.
we do have a quorum. As of, well, actually, as of 2 weeks ago, our Facebook page is hereby closed down as of 2 weeks ago. Anything that's come out of that Facebook page does not represent Independence Plaza Neighborhood Council. Doug has opened up a new Facebook, and we'll work the bugs out of it. That's the one we're going to be using, and I'm taking away the administration of that Facebook from Jessica, our secretary, has no longer any authority over that Facebook. For gross negligence of the handling of that Facebook by people hijacking that Facebook, expressing their personal opinions and their views, which they have no business. Any other questions?
Do we know what the starting balance was when the new administration took
About
over?
3,000.
Okay, I'm just curious. So we've spent maybe $600, $700.
That'll be on the report. I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, I mean it's nice when the treasurer knows.
Well, comment. Bring it up.
It's a meeting.
Question, want to see where that
I
money
can tell you, it's easy. The starting balance on 1/1/12 was $3,389.40.
Doug, can you write up a statement on that?
I can just, anybody that wants this, I've got this right, it's got
That'd be
check
great.
numbers and everything, balances right to the penny. Okay?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and email everybody a
I'll
statement
email
of expenses,
yeah.
costs and expenses.
That's no problem.
Any other questions?
Write that down.
Did you renew the paperwork with the state?
Yes.
Can
And I just paid
can
for
I get
that.
a
That's
copy?
not, that charge is not up. I can get you a copy of it.
He gave that report at an executive committee.
Okay, well, the secretary should have a copy so it can be passed on to whoever's secretary in the future.
Okay.
Well, that's why we need our secretary to be at our meetings,
Yeah, okay.
stay up to date.
Getting that nonprofit going so you can buy those houses, right?
Jeff,
What's that got to do with it?
control yourself. This is not a personal attack.
This is a meeting about the Independence Plaza Neighborhood
Not
Council.
about buying houses.
It is moving in that direction, is it not? We've had that
No, it's
above
not
board.
about buying
Well,
houses.
just to let you
So we've
know,
spent $941.40 and we got no record.
well,
There's
that's
no
what I'm
records.
asking.
Jessica, that is just bullshit.
It's not
No, Jessica, that's bullshit. I've given you this report several times. You keep asking for it. You've never got it before. You've got it at least 8 times.
So $50.
You've got it in your records. Look in your statute. You got the stuff. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. You got it. There's records. I've got the checkbook. So it's done. Anybody else?
Okay, but.
Any other questions?
Just one quick question. Why, do you know why the online police scanner was taken down?
Tom.
The police scanner was streaming online, but it was taken offline for emergency services in Jackson County, but also for KCMO Police and KCMO Fire. And I was just wondering if anybody had any indication why that is.
If I had to guess, there's some,
Let me interrupt this here. Do you have an answer for that? Do you know?
well, not 100% for sure, no.
Okay, then we'll table
But I can
that
check and advise.
because it's not relevant right now.
Augusta
We don't
has
have
a
A quick question.
Well, I've been asking the Jackson County Prosecutor Office for over a year now for the number of dart houses, and I've never managed to get that.
Yeah,
So, just so you know. that
like I
they
said, when
don't-
I talked to the guy who, he said he'd look into it, but he said, like I said, he can't imagine it's more than 5.
And that's what the guy before you said too, that he would come back with those numbers, but he never did.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Yeah, I want to hear it from the prosecutor.
You can go look at it on the.
No, I want to hear it from the prosecutor.
I will do my absolute best to have the exact number for you by.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it from the official. Which, is that hard to imagine,
On the
Laura?
website. It's
Since
on the
he's the
website.
official for the department? Why is that so hard? It's in your area.
You know, I thought Kelly did the compact houses. She does.
Augusta,
The guy.
Kelly, the lady.
The guy
So I
who
called.
I asked and who told me he could get the information is a guy named Kevin Clifford.
Okay.
So I have no reason to doubt that you can give me that information. I'll do my best.
All right.
Yeah.
I put it one more time though, what defines, how many meetings does one attend to be considered by
Well, I would
us?
say, what would define to be active, at least be here half a year.
I have to.
Well,
this
the
has to be written
bylaws
down.
govern it. What do the
That's what
bylaws
our
say?
opinion is,
Bylaws
it's
says
not.
active.
Okay, it does not define, I've been at 2 meetings, I'm active. That,
Yeah.
you can't make that determination when it's not recorded in bylaw. For it to be a wide open decision like that, that's where you definition,
So you want a
bylaws
number,
are
is what you're
based.
saying, you want to see a
I
number.
want to see a number. It is not up to your determination as what an active member is.
Well,
Without it being notated,
Here's how it works. In the absence of a number, then it's gonna fall on the president.
Well, that's making up rules as you
totally
go along,
unacceptable.
well.
That's totally unacceptable.
The executive committee has to prove it.
How many times last year alone did I go out to do active pickup on trash? To go with you yourself, I went on tire pickup. And not only that, when it comes to active member, maybe I haven't truly been to the meetings because quite honestly, this is the most dysfunctional group that I've ever had the.
Well,
It is.
That's your opinion, we're not. here-
Exactly, just like it's your opinion to say what defines. You need to tell me a number of which has been
I'll
approved
give you a
in the
number. I'll
bylaw.
give you a number, and everything in.
It has to be approved. You cannot, by your own definition, state that what we define as active, I call
Well, I
shenanigans.
nominate Roger McBride for the board. I think he's been a very active member of our community. He's participated in multiple trash pickups.
It's okay, now it has to be approved by the executive committee, so take a vote like you did for Leo and
Okay,
then.
let's call a vote for the committee. All in favor for Roger to be on the nominating committee?
No, for the board members, it's the board members voting
To
on
be
this.
on the nominating committee. All in favor to be on the nominating
For him to be on the nominating committee.
Huh?
For him to be on the nominating committee.
So that would be this fine lady, that gentleman there, you, this gentleman, and this lady.
I'm calling
That would be the
vote On
people
the officers.
That make up
Yes,
the
the
board.
officers.
On the officer only.
I vote no.
on the officers.
I vote yes.
So we have 2 for and 2 against.
Augusta, where are you
No.
standing?
No? I'll go with no.
Lee?
I got 1,
I already
2,
said
3, 1, 2. That's a no.
Well, we're racking up
All right, we gotta go one more.
participation here.
I nominate Jeff Helkenberg. It's not going to pass committee.
Hey, I love that. Bring it on. Grease the rails, that's what I say.
We got, let's call a vote. Jeff? All in favor? Let me see your hand. 2. All opposed?
Have to come to some meetings, guys.
I've been to more meetings than you have this year, lady.
I don't think you have.
Oh, well.
Augusta?
I don't think
what are you
so.
on? I didn't see your hand.
Yes, I've said just folks need to be active, pay some dues, come in here on Tuesday night.
Are yours, let me see,
Mine
are
was,
you a yes?
yes. I mean, what was the vote?
The vote was for no.
No.
Oh, well, that's as long as we know where the president
We're
stands.
calling for nay. So we got our board, right?
You have 2
We got 3
people.
members.
So how
We
many
have 2, you gotta have at
members?
least 3, or I'm going to call this seriously shenanigans. You gotta have at least
So
3.
we got.
How many
got
people on our
discussion
board,
here
on the nominating?
On the nominating committee.
Please list them.
That's it.
Just 2.
That was just 2. You
No, we
need,
want 3.
you have to have 3.
You
How
voted
many?
again for 2.
And there's someone else here?
I'll volunteer if somebody.
Yeah, you can't, you
No, you
can't
have to
do
be
that.
nominated.
You have,
Oh,
you
that's
cannot
okay.
be an executive member to be on it. It has to be somebody
Oh, that's
here.
right. Okay.
Bottom line.
All right.
I'll follow your
All
rules, but
right.
you gotta follow your own on this one, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You voted out everybody who could do it.
Exactly, I'm not an active
Thank
member.
you.
I know I haven't done shit in my neighborhood.
Thank you.
Not for 14 years at all, not once.
There's 2, no, we need 1 more. We gotta-
Well, you voted
You have
against
to
the
have
2
3.
people
Yeah, you gotta
that,
have 4.
yeah.
I once again put myself up as a volunteer.
Can I renominate Roger for consideration since we have no other options?
All right, well, we can do that, but we
On
need
the
somebody else
scraps,
too.
Roger.
'Cause we already went- this is a-
I'm so good at
I nominate
scraps.
Roger McBride to be on.
All right, Roger's on.
Where are the trash chutes?
Are you gonna allow the Indian Executive Board Officer to speak?
Well, I didn't know he was supposed to speak.
Oh, because
Nobody
you're,
told me.
oh, right, I told you, but you ignored it, but I think it's pretty rude, you know, you're supposed to Association, you could at least give him 2 minutes. He
It's
suffered
not on
through
the
this meeting.
agenda, somebody
He
needs to
suffered through this
notify
meeting,
me.
you should at least give him 2
Well, why
minutes.
didn't you
were
call
notified.
me and let me
You were
know?
notified and you know you were notified.
When was I
You're lying
notified?
to say you weren't notified. You should give him 2 minutes.
I didn't even know who he was.
I can just say,
You're a
hi.
liar, Tom, just a liar.
Ah, don't be calling me a liar.
Yeah,
You don't
you're a
know how
liar.
to talk.
And I sent you an email saying that it was the proper procedure for doing that,
And
was for
me.
him to contact Tom.
Start pointing it out in the bylaws instead of just making up your own rules for once. That would be refreshing.
I think you'd find that in Robert's rules.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Not a
have you
problem,
on
not a
this
problem.
agenda. I didn't know you were supposed to
Do it,
speak
do it your
tonight.
way.
Man keeps saying-
I'd be more than happy to.
I mean,
Actually,
I'll
you
take
got
30
some time
seconds.
right now.
I'll take 30 seconds.
That's fine.
Is Katie still president of the room?
Hi, my name is Brian Stalder. I am the Indian Mound Neighborhood Association Secretary, and I just came in tonight to just drop into your meeting and see how everything was going.
That's
Great.
a great meeting, right, Brian?
Yeah, and
It's
if you...
not boring.
No, absolutely not. And, well, I've lived in the neighborhood for 25 years, and, you know, I'm active in a lot of different things, and if you guys want to talk to me about anything or have any questions about how we do things at Indian Mound, just feel free to talk to me. I brought some information, but it hasn't been approved, so we're not even gonna wade into that tonight. I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi.
Here, here.
Okay.
No.
All right?
Here, here.
Thanks for coming, Brian.
No problem.
And Brian, in which way are you looking to extend your knowledge and procedures that might help from Indian Mound?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the way that this meeting was going tonight, but just about every way that you guys do things is completely different than how we do things over there.
Be changed.
Not to be antagonistic, Brian.
No, go ahead.
Seriously,
I'm here.
but Katie is your president, right?
Yeah.
And she was trying to not be the president again, and there was not enough in attendance to even go.
Katie didn't want to be president because she's
Says-
taken her role as president and taken on a lot of
Yeah,
stuff,
right.
and then,
But no one was
Nobody-
there to come in and take her place.
well,
That's what she told me. I
Yes,
had a
well,
talk with Kate.
yes. Katie had so many things going that nobody wanted to step into her role. And so we had
It takes 3 people to replace
we
her.
yes, exactly. So we pulled Katie aside, myself and the treasurer, Thomas, and we had a meeting with her outside of Indian Mound. And we just said, Katie, how can we help transition you out of this role? What can